Good morning, my dear students. Welcome to our online lesson. Today we are going to talk about the world of professions and future professions. By the end of the lesson, you will be able to activate background knowledge of the vocabulary relevant to the topic, practice in talking about different professions, practicing in listening for specific information, find out about demanding skills for the future, and draw attention to the future jobs. But first of all, I will read you some quotation of famous people. Pleasure in the job puts perfection in the world. Work is going to fill a large part of your life, and the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great work. And the only way to do great work is to love what you do. If you haven't found it yet, keep looking and don't settle. As with all matters of the heart, you will know when you find it. Your dream job doesn't exist. You must create it. Now tell me, what do you think about this quotation? Thank you for your answers. So now it's time to refresh your memory about professions. Let's do the task number 1. Look at the words and guess the professions. First, letters, mail, postbox, newspapers. It is postman. Law, court, crime, advice. It is lawyer. Water, fire, helmet, fire engine. It is firefighter. Great. Next, perform, film, stage, act. It is actor or actress. Next, musical, instrument, play, audience, music. It is musician. Cut, scissors, hair, wash. It is hairdresser. Great job. Well done. Now let's look at the list of professions and write them down into 3 groups. Working with people are professions and working with machines. I will give you 2 minutes to do this task. Let's check. Remember, you can stop the video if you need more time. So now you will match the situations in the left with the name of the job or profession in the right. I will give you 2 minutes and then we will check. Let's check. First, a filling has come out of one of your teeth, so it is C, a dentist. Second, you need to have your hair cut, so it's G, a barber or hairdresser. Third, you need legal advice, so it is B, a lawyer. Fourth, your house is on fire, so you call E, a fireman. Your granny's knee needs an operation, so it's A, a surgeon. In the shop, you want advice on what sort of coffee to buy, so it is H, a shop assistant. 7. All the lights in your house have gone out, so it is J, an electrician. 8. Your neighbor's flat has been burglared, so it is K, a policeman. 9th, you don't get on well with your parents, so you should call a psychologist. And 10th, your father needs somebody to help his firm with money problem, so it is I, an accountant. Well done. Now, let's write down 2 new words and memorize it. A white-collar worker and a blue-collar worker. A white-collar worker is a person who has a job in an office, bank, etc. A blue-collar worker is a person who does manual work and has a job working in factories, building things, cleaning, etc. Now, let's discuss and tell what do you think? Which of the jobs below is the most dangerous, the most interesting, the most boring? Which of these jobs is the best paid, the worst paid? Discuss your choice with your partner. Great. Now, let's write about your favorite profession. Write according to the plan. First, name of job. Second, type of job. Third, type of workplace. Fourth, typical hours. Fifth, usual work schedule. Sixth, brief description of job duties. Seventh, good points. Eighth, bad points. And 9. Would you like to do it? Why yes or why not? Let's look at the examples. Teacher, white collar worker, in school, typical hours, regular or irregular, usual work schedule, for example, from 8 to 4, brief description of job duties. Teach children, good points. Work with children and share your knowledge. Bad points, stress. And I would like to be a teacher because it's a person who plays a very important role in children's development and education. Now, let's talk about your future job and how to choose it. You should remember that it is important to choose the one that suits you and to consider your abilities, features, and character. To speculate about your job, you can use such expressions. Let's look. To choose, to encourage, to support abilities, to take a serious decision, to plan the steps, to achieve success in life, to get advice from, to develop natural abilities, to get a good education, to take into consideration, to do someone's best, to be organized. Job opportunities, to develop a personality, feature of character, future career, the necessary qualities, to be best suited for, a high qualification, and to fit a certain position. Now, let's look at some examples. I know that it would be better to choose a profession of interpreter or any other occupation connected with Ukrainian and literature because I am good at these subjects. But when I began to study the computer skills, that was what I have been looking for. In our modern world, it's hard to do without computers. They are needed everywhere, and I hope that my interest in this subject will never change in spite of any circumstances. I strongly feel that the profession of a teacher is one of the most important professions in the world. A teacher is a person who plays a very important role in children's development, upbringing, and education. A real teacher is a person who can inspire his pupils with their interest and love for his or her subject. He or she should also understand pupils' feelings and dreams, share the problems, and give you advice. However, some people believe that nowadays teachers are not as respected as they used to be. Unfortunately, this noble profession is not well paid, and it makes some people think that it's not prestigious. I would like to become a chemist because I like chemistry. I think that it is a very interesting subject, but I'm not so good at it, so I think that I'm not suitable for this profession. In spite of all, I possess some qualities which I needed in this field. Now we are going to watch a video about demanding skills for future jobs. And let's do such task and answer the question, which skills are likely to be in greater demand by 2030? Circle all that apply. Interpersonal skills, higher order thinking, or learning. So let's watch.
The future is complex, uncertain, and ever-changing. By the time you enter the world of work in 2030, it will have been shaped by new technologies, an aging population, globalization, inequality, political uncertainty, and climate change. How will this impact jobs, and how can you identify the skills you need to succeed? The Future of Skills, Employment in 2030 is a report by Nestor and Pearson that predicts some of the key skills needed by employers. Things like interpersonal skills, such as working in a team or teaching others, learning skills, like goal setting and question asking, and higher order thinking skills, which include coming up with creative ideas and problem solving. Employers will need people with broad knowledge in areas such as English, history, philosophy and management, as well as specialised knowledge in STEM subjects and foreign languages. The good news is that you can build these skills inside and outside the school environment. The choices and experiences you make now will shape your future. So what are you going to do to prepare for the world of 2030?
So let's check. Right. All of you have right answers. As these skills and knowledge are all important for your future, it's a mixture of interpersonal skills, learning skills, specialized knowledge, higher order thinking skills, and broad-based knowledge. In the video, they are talking about 2030. Now, let's think, what job will be in demand by 2030s and why? Great answers, thank you. And now, let's watch a top 5 job according to some resources like Forbes, Glassdoor, etc. Top future professions. First, organ creator. Scientists will create organs and body parts from stem cells and other materials, including some that may not even exist even. Second, another reality Johnny Builder. Johnny Builders will allow customers to experience virtually anything they wish. Third, digital currency advisor. They will specialize in these currencies and show people how to manage their wealth by using the right balance of systems. Fourth, trash engineer, as known as garbage designer. Humans, according to the United Nations, produce over 2 billion tons of garbage each year, so this person will be charged with clever methods of upcycling trash on a large scale and manufacturers of everything from toys to clothes. This engineer has to find more efficient ways to use and reuse the byproduct. Fifth, drone traffic optimizer. Drones today are used in our filmmaking, military service, and delivery service. This person will need to oversee the flight paths and control them, provides information about airspace status such as weather conditions and details about other flights in the area. It's time to end our lesson. Here is your homework. Choose a career or job area that you would like to learn more about. Write an essay. How has your chosen job changed over the last century? Have the skills and knowledge required for this job changed over time? And how might this job area continue to change in the future? And I want to end the lesson with quotation. Choose a job you love, and you will never have to work a day in your life. Thank you for your attention. See you next lesson. Bye.